Hi guys, welcome to another video by AntiquesArena. My name is Walter O'Neill, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about buying your stock over the winter time. Now everybody knows how you can buy stock through the summer. The biggest thing is antique fairs, car boot sales, things like that. But autumn's here, winter's fast approaching. What do you do when the rain's down, the snow's down? How do you get your stock? Well, that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. Now, there's a number of things I do for my winter stock. The first thing I do is I buy as much stock as I can through the summer and I hoard it up. If I need 20 pieces to sell this week, I'll buy 40, and 20 will go in a box and I'll forget about them till the winter when I need stock. That's how I've always worked. That way then, if you have a quiet couple of weeks or you're snowed in, and in the Welsh Valleys here we get snowed in, if snow comes down we can't get out. So that's the first thing you need to be doing really. You need to be thinking, well, I need to buy through the summer as much as I can. If you can afford it, you buy as much as you can, stack it up in boxes, make sure you pack it safe, store it safe. You don't want to go back to it in winter and find it's got broken because of the weight of the boxes have crushed them or something like that. That's just devastating. You've lost the money, you've lost the item, and you've lost heart. So the first thing, as I said, you should be doing is hoarding your stock. Now there are options for buying the same as there are in the summer. You have, even though a lot of car boot sales shut down, you still have car boot sales running throughout the winter time. You'll have indoor car boot sales, like myself down around here. We have one in Cardiff in Flea Market, which is in a big tin storage shed, or an old market tin, whatever you want to call it. It's a big warehouse thing with the roof, so that's on. We have Bridgend multi-storey car park, which is obviously undercover. Bessemer Road has an element of shelter around the edge, so we can go to that. So there are plenty of car boot sales around my area that I can go to, that have still, they're on rain or shine. Now I'm sure no matter where you are in the country or in the world, there's going to be car boot sales, flea markets that are undercover to a degree. Now you can subscribe to the car boot sale calendar and that'll tell you all the car boot sales throughout the country. I used to be subscribed to that, and that was handy because if I was going on holidays or I wanted to go for a run, I'd plan it around where the best car boot sales were. In addition to that, you can always go to antique fairs. Now I know Malvern Giant Flea and Antique Fairs still run all year round, and they're undercover. They have inside and outside throughout the summer, but still inside in the winter, and they still hold hundreds and hundreds of stalls. Now I buy well out of Malvern when I go. In fact, some of my best things ever have come out of Malvern. So there's another option for you. You can look for antique fairs, flea markets, things like that. But then you might turn around and say to me, but I'm not that knowledgeable. I can't go up against other dealers and buy pieces. Well, house clearance boys are not dealers. They go in, they pick up a load of stuff, they take what they want out of it, maybe furniture, maybe jewellery, whatever, and then the rest goes out at the flea markets or the antique fairs relatively cheap. So you can buy off those type of sellers. Just know what you're after and stick to your budget, guys. Right? Or for example, I used to go to Malvern and I would buy coins by the bucket, and I might give 50 quid for a bucket full of coins, and in there it'd be silver. I even had sovereigns out of buckets of coins where they had no idea. They just scooped them in and they'd bring the coins down, and they'd literally be looking for a couple of pound a kilo on coins. There are ways of buying at the antique fairs. But if you still don't feel confident with the antique fairs, then there are charity shops. Now it don't matter what you do. You can, if you get a map out, whatever, you can be here, you can go, right, I'm going to go up there, there's a couple of 4 or 5 towns that direction, and then I'm going to loop back around and come back 4 or 5 towns that way. You do 9, 10 towns, 2 or 3 charity shops in a town. You're talking, 10, 15 charity shops in a day. Guarantee you will pick up stuff. That's what I used to do. I used to go out, I'd plan a route. We're in the South Wales Valleys, and I used to travel all the way to Malvern, the Malvern Hills. We'd stop at every town on the way, doing charity shops, any antique shops we could find. We'd go to Malvern, we'd do all the antique shops in Malvern, And believe it or not, what I used to do, gold was constantly moving then. I used to look for the tickets that were old and faded in the antique shops at the gold, and I'd weigh the gold in front of the people there. I wouldn't care. And 9 out of 10 times that gold would be priced up at the old gold price, and where gold had gone up a couple of pound, I was making 30-40 pound on one purchase, and I didn't even have to sell it. I could just weigh it in. And then we'd travel back down and we'd do the charity shops on the way back. But then you get to stop out, you can have dinner somewhere. That is a beautiful way of buying your stock. So you can do that. You can do your charity shops, you can do your your antique shops and things like that. Little shops like I have plenty of bargains. I sold a piece of Costa yesterday to a gentleman who comes in every week, and up until this week I didn't even realise it was Costa. That's been in my shop for weeks at a lower price. As soon as I realised it was Costa, I altered the price. So we do all make mistakes. Nobody knows everything. So that's your way to do it. Now, there's another way. Years ago when I started out doing this, I used to look in like the advertising newspapers, where people would sell stuff in the newspapers, and I would specifically look for people who wanted to do like garage clearances or house clearances, where they want to clear the smalls, or they've cleaned the house and they've put it all into the garage in boxes and they just want someone to take it all, and they'd call it car boot sale lots. And I went to a house once and I gave them £25 and I filled my car up, and I had everything from rugs, basics, storybook figures, you name it. It was all laid in the boxes. I didn't have to fight for it, didn't have to do nothing. It was just turn up. I had a quick look at the garage lot. Was I happy at 20 quid, 25 quid? Yes. In the car with it. Here's your money. I'm home. I made about £200 off that lot. So there's ways of doing that. You go through your newspapers, see what people are selling. Now be careful, because there are still dealers on there. And if you're going to buy the gold, be careful that you're not being sold fake gold, because there's a lot of fake gold and silver on the market, guys. So you can do your, as I've said, your newspapers, your garage clearances, things like that. But what if you physically are not able to go out and do the manual labour? Then you can sit at home and you can still buy. There's options. You can buy using Facebook groups. You can go on your pictures. Now myself, I like to handle the stuff. But if you're happy to judge off pictures, you can go on Facebook groups. You can look at coin lots, you can look at jewellery lots, you can look at anything you want to on Facebook groups. People are saying, we're selling this, we're selling this, we're selling this. And half the time they deliver. And if they won't deliver, maybe they'll post. What can I say? There are things you can find on the Facebook groups. There's even free groups on there. Groups where they're giving the stuff away because they don't want it and they'd rather see someone else have it than put it in the bin. Recycling groups. Now, my brother built an entire shed up the allotment from these free cycle groups. There's plenty of things on there you can buy or have for free off these groups, right? And then, of course, you've got eBay. Now, I know you can buy well off eBay. Plus, you got the PayPal buyer protection. So if they sell you something on eBay and it comes to you and you're not happy, you can get your money back. No risk, no cost, no loss. So I'm going to pick a subject. Let's say now I want to focus on 18th century drinking glasses. That's the one area I know I can tell you off a photograph if it's a genuine piece or if it's a fake piece. I would simply, if I was going to concentrate on eBay, I would concentrate on one specific area and I'd go for folded feet, early to mid 18th century. And they come on eBay every day. So I would go on eBay, I'd do all the keywords and everything, and I'd wait for eBay to say this one's been listed. I'd go have a look, yes, I'll have that one. But what I do on eBay, if I buy on eBay, I tend not to go to the auctions. I don't even look at the auctions until the last day. What I tend to do is I go for the buy it nows, because people do well underestimate their buy it nows, and I look at auctions within the last hour of their life. And if something's still at the right price, I'll put a bid on it then. I don't tend to troll through thousands of listings and think I'll put a bid on that, bid on that, bid on that, bid on that, because you always get outbid. And I find personally, if people see interest on an item, they jump on the bandwagon, especially if they see me bidding on the stuff. So what I tend to do is I'll bid in the last 5 or 10 minutes on an item. If it's something I like, I'll put a watch on it, I'll set a reminder, whatever I want to do, and then I'll go for it that way. But I make sure I'm buying what I know. I don't gamble. Sandra tried buying silver off eBay last year when she was doing it, and they sent her a lot of fake silver. So just be careful. Watch what you're buying. Know what you're buying. So that's basically where we're at, guys. I don't know how you buy for your winter, or how you make sure you have provisions for selling through the winter. Feel free to leave a comment underneath, right, and we'll have a nice discussion. And maybe if I've missed something, if everybody reads the comments below, maybe you can all help each other and say, you know, well, I do this in the winter time to get my stock and so on. I may have missed dozens of different ways of finding stock, and to be honest with you, may help me find more stock. I'm lucky, as in, because I have the shop, I have 10 or 15 people a day coming in trying to sell me things. So I'm finding that even now, today, because it's raining, I haven't bothered to go to the car boot sale. Just didn't bother. Now, if you'd gone back a year ago, I would have had to go down to Cardiff and go in the spot market under the shelter and go buy in and probably overpay for some pieces just to come home with enough stock to keep going. Now I'm at the stage where I have stock brought to me, which is wonderful. So, but yeah, if you got a specific way I haven't mentioned on how you buy stock and supply your stock, please guys, feel free to add it in, and well, we'll all learn. We're all here to help each other, guys. What more can I say? Sorry guys, got cut off there. I had a couple of customers come in the shop. I'm going to leave it there. I hope you've enjoyed the chat on sourcing your stock during the winter time, the winter months, and to be honest with you, I hope you find it helpful and it helps you keep ticking over and keep trading. The only way to make money, guys, is to trade. Thank you for watching. I really hope it helped. If it has, I would really appreciate a like and a share. You'll find me on Facebook. I have a page in the group Antiques Arena. You'll find me on eBay. Antiques Arena Clearance is my seller ID. I have my own website, antiquesarena.co.uk and antiquesarena.com, or you can come and see me in the shop. It's Antiques Arena, 78 Oxford Street, Mountain Ash, Charlie Foxtrot 45 3 Hotel Bravo. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye for now.